Actually, that will be at home on a Wednesday night at 7 p.m. against Marietta, January 22nd. So mark your calendars for that one. Ball back inside. Hill fouled as he throws it up and off. And right now, Capital not afraid to sacrifice Hill. Give him extra room. Nobody on him. Logan Hill playing very well, given this opportunity today to get so much room as Chris Painter is about to check out for Devontae Friga. John Carroll still getting plenty of time to sit after he played some very good defense in that first probably about 5 minutes. 29-24 Mount Union off the first free throw. Hill sinks his second, so make it 30-24. 4.5 left to go here in the first half. Ball rotating all around for Capital, who's had the lead a couple times today, but turnovers like that one cost them points. Ball thrown away, tipped back to the Raiders. Bauer Malone fakes the shot, step back, pressure, nailed it. Didn't matter. That Nathan Bauer Malone, tough bounce, step back, goes in. 32-24 Mount Union. Ball back to Capital as they need points here. Shot, long three by Roth, up and off. As Ryan Roth couldn't hit, Bauer Malone will take it back up in transition. He'll drive, toss it. He'll call a transition foul on Roth. .332 left to go here in the first half. 32-24 Mount Union. Bauer Malone will inbound it to Hill, back out Poole. Cuts it back inside, Slack laid it up. Oh, it just missed. Good quick play though, good passing too as Tanner Slack almost had a quick land. Capital catches a break though, down 8. Ball lost in the corner, a 3 airballed. Dylan Doppler had plenty of time, had to hit that one but missed it. Now here we go, ball back to the Raiders. 3:08 left to go here in the first half. 32-24 Mount Union. Bauer Malone switching hands back and forth. Billy Beebe with you on this beautiful 60-degree Saturday. Poole finds Hill inside, not covered. Give Friga, quick shot. In and out. Devontae Friga couldn't hit that one. May not have been his fault. Rim was shaky. Back to Capital though. Caldwell. Give Hartman. Hartman, ball going all around. Doppler. Outside, Tyler Schreck on the left. He gets a mismatch, lays it up and off though. Back to the Raiders it goes. Bauer Malone up the side. Cuts it back, nice step back. Bauer Malone nailed it! Nathan Bauer Malone. That step back was for 3 after he just hit one for 2. And his feet extra bouncy shooting today. Bauer Malone cuts back and hits Hartman. No foul called though, as Hartman does look like he got the wind knocked out of him. Not sure if that means he'll get a break though. Good talking going on right now for the Raiders defensively. Communication going to be key here. Caldwell to inbound. Give to the outside. Ball going all around. Bradfield to Schreck. Schreck, well covered by Friga. Beat him though on that first step. Back, Caldwell open long 2. It's just any type of 2 shot right now, not going for Capital. That one was short, no basket, and there's a foul down low. Minute and a half left to go here in the first half. 35-24, Mount Union leading. Upcoming schedule for the Raiders. Wednesday they will take on Muskingum, 7 p.m. tip. That'll be on the road though. Then Otterbein again on the road, a 2 p.m. game. And then that big home game on the 22nd versus Marietta. Ball goes off, rebound of the Raiders, trying to extend that lead before halftime. No John Carroll yet, as the bigs in Logan Hill, Braden Poole, Mario Kaywood all have played very well. Bauer Malone over to Slack, back to Bauer Malone, kick, Slack in the corner, nailed it! Tanner Slack wide open, and the rotation between him and Nathan Bauer Malone results in a big three to put the Raiders up 14 points just before halftime. Under a minute left. Capital feeling the pressure now. Bradfield throws it up and in. Free had good defense, but Bradfield beat him on one step. Now up the floor comes Bauer Malone. Shot clock, game clock about even as Bauer Malone puts a floater up and in. Timeout, Capital. It's almost halftime, but Coach Goodwin can't let this thing get too out of hand. 40-26, Mount Union leads. Off that timeout, got to figure out a way to get a bucket. Get back on defense. Crowd really starting to file in now. It's a great crowd for this Saturday. Beautiful outside, and fans want to see some basketball. As the Raiders have provided nothing but good things for them. The final 32 seconds, clearly valuable to Capital not to let this thing get out of hand. So Capital will take the ball up on the east end of the court, coming up the west. Bauer Malone already playing press defense. He got fouled, but no call on the pick from Yahaya. Caldwell has it. It gets knocked away by Slack. He'll stay with Capital, but Raiders aggressive enough right now that they're going at the Crusaders. Coach Mike Feuline in his 9th season for the Raiders. A lot of expectations to build off last year, going to the OAC championship. Winning a share of it, but again, that tournament's even more key. 9 seconds left. Capital gonna get the final shot. Knocked away though by Kaywood. Ball's loose. John Carroll's going for it. Now Slack's going for it. Raiders call timeout. I think they have the ball. And it looks like Tanner Slack got his hands on it long enough to convince the referees it should be Raider possession. And so, final 3 seconds. We'll see Chris Painter get the inbound pass from Friga. Press defense for Capitals. They'll send 3 guys into the backcourt. Painter trying to get loose. K-Wood's back there too. Friga got to make a decision. Back to Friga. 3, 2, 1. Half quarter. Up and in! Devontae Friga at the half. He's missed a couple tough shots today. Not that one. 43-26. Mount Union at half. Devontae Friga leads this team into the locker room hyped. The half-court bank shot goes in. 43-26. Mount Union at half. We will rejoin you in about 10 minutes with stats and more right here on the Mount Union live stream. right, welcome back in on the Mountain Union live stream. We have 2:20 left to go in the half before the Raiders get back at it with the Capital Crusaders. Current score, Raiders up 43-26 after a big-time Devontae Friga half-court three. Friga sitting at 3 points today with that shot, but the leading score for the Raiders, 15 from Nathan Bauer-Malone. Colin Gurley next up with 9. Over on the Capital side of the ball, 8 points today coming from Reed Bradfield. And not far behind him, Joe Hartman. Shooting percentages in the first half, 9 of 32, 28%. That is Capital, so needing to get that shooting up. The Raiders shooting 17 of 32, 53%. They've hit 7 3 balls. That is the huge key for them in the first half, as Capital only hit 1 3. The free throw line, the Raiders were 2 of 3 at the free throw line, while Capital was 7 of 9. So essentially the difference in the score, 3 balls dropping and overall being shot by the Raiders, as Capital only took 6 threes. So that's going to be a big time key. 24 rebounds for Capital and only 17 for the Raiders. So an odd stat there that the Raiders are getting beat out rebound-wise but not losing. A lot of times those stats, score-wise, are going to be interrelated with the overall lead. Folks, make sure, if you're not, you can go ahead and give a follow on Twitter to the Mount Union Purple Raiders page, at Purple Raiders, all undercaps. You get video highlights, score updates, and all that during basketball season. And make sure you follow WRMU_sports, as 91.1 will be covering a lot of the away games as the Raiders hit the road. So keep an eye on that when they'll have that. Capital will start off with the ball to begin this second half. Again, Raiders up 43-26 to open things up. A good lead to get things moving. This crowd very excited after a big Devontae Friga 3 ended the first half. Ball inbounded Cameron Caldwell, and they'll bring it up on the right side of the floor. Raiders did such a great job defensively. You saw Braden Poole, Tanner Slack, and John Carroll, these 3 starting forwards, do very well, collapsing down low, not letting easy shots off. Carroll played the opening about 4 minutes. We haven't seen him since. Bauer-Malone out to Slack for 3. He nailed it. Tanner Slack with a big 3 to start off the second half, made it 46-26 Mount Union. A 20-point lead, and Coach Goodwin can't handle it. Defensively, he wants to get his guys in line so he can have the second half plan not get out of hand, as already Capital getting exposed down low by the guards on a drive and kick. Back out come the Raiders. Capital now has to address the fact that while their offense just hit a tough spurt towards the end of that first half, defensively they are in trouble. Hartman down low, trying to back in John Carroll. Not a good matchup for him. He'll dump it. Thrown up and off. No good. Back up the floor. Bauer-Malone pressing. Loses everyone and lays it in. Nathan Bauer-Malone Good cut to the basket, good speed as he had to turn it on there. Ball tipped away, Bauer Malone, good defense. Keeps it going. Defensively, it's all about effort. If you do the things you can well, you're gonna make some type of play. Bauer Malone leaping there to try and disrupt the pass. Tip by Slack, almost got back by the Capital, or by the Raiders, but Capital grabbed it. Drive inside. Yahaya throws it up as Poole got back down, and they will call a foul. It's like OU Yahaya will hit the line. He has 4 points today. A 48-26 Mount Union lead. Yes, folks, 22 points the Raiders lead by. Capital, no pushover. This is a middle of the OAC team that, after the Raiders fell to Heidelberg, they soon learned if any team brings it, they could be in trouble. Billy Beebe with you here on the Mount Union live stream, set to take on an exciting second half of basketball. Bauer Malone up, he'll set a pick, and Yahaya got knocked back. Poole over to Gurley. Gurley stops, stutter step, big three, up and off. Had time to bounce around, but was no good. And this lineup did very well to start the game, as Caldwell will chuck one up and in for Capital. 48-30 now. Soon enough, though, as Coach Fueline always does, he finds time to insert other players, get some guys off the bench to get time, and boom, the lead goes up. A lot of guys are on the board, and the Raiders have the lead. Gurley, step back, nailed it. Off 1 foot, Colin Gurley hits it. That's just the kind of scorer he is. Very aggressive, very freestyle with a lot of these shots. Almost just shoots it like there's no defender. Hartman, pull up 2, hits it, long one. Joe Hartman continues to be a bright spot for Capital today. Back up the floor come the Raiders. Bauer Malone, Slack, Poole. Back outside Gurley. Bauer Malone driving inside, gets knocked back as he dumps it, but there's a foul called. Bauer Malone inside to John Carroll. 17 minutes left to go here in the second half. Raiders up 50-32. Gurley, nasty step back, drains a 3. Leave him alone, Colin. Colin Gurley, another step back 3. Every time he hits one, it's always a hard shot. 53-32 Mount Union. Hartman, same shot as last time. This one rimmed out, though, on the long 2. Bauer Malone will take it up. I feel like Nathan Bauer Malone's looking to run the offense with a couple step backs in his mind, but Gurley, if he catches that ball, odds are it's going to end with him shooting. Bauer Malone, there it is, step back. Bounces around and in. All the luck in the world on that one, as Nathan Bauer Malone gets it to roll in. 55-32 Mount Union, plenty of time left to go still in this second half. Raiders pulling away and then some. And Mount Hartman back to Caldwell. Schreck, step back, pull up. Good. Capital, it's a much needed. It's just going to be momentum buckets after a certain point to keep things relevant for this team, not feeling like everything's hitting way out of hands. Ball lost by the Raiders, but regained on a tough pass by Capital. You got a 3-on-3. Gurley, long pull up, and it'll go off. He was close though. Back down Yahaya throws it up. No good for Capital. He got his own rebound and laid it in. Sometimes on transitions like that, you know, Gurley misses that shot. You still have players on one end. Everybody's just trying to regain a set spot, especially defensively. With 15 minutes left to go here in the second half, 55-36 Mount Union leads. Bar Malone cuts, stops, steps back, sets up, long jumper, no good. Back up the floor comes Caldwell. Caldwell throws it up and off Slack's ankle, so it'll stay with Capital. $14:50 left to go here in the second half. Mount Union men's basketball leading 55-36 over the Capital Crusaders. John Carroll just checked out along with Braden Poole. So now Mario Kaywood and Logan Hill will check back in for the Raiders. Bauer Malone coming up the floor. Again, he works very hard to figure out what kind of move he wants to make. That's how him and Colin Gurley are very different. Gurley just an aggressive, sometimes tunnel vision, which isn't always a bad thing, scorer, as Caldwell jams it on the other end. Timeout Mount Union. Meanwhile, you have a good counterpart in Bauer Malone, who's looking to run the offense with his aggressive scoring still intact. And it has worked so well for this offense. So the Raiders take the ball up, 14-12 left to go in the second half. Up 55-40. Lead cut down just a little bit. See, we're at one point up 20. Slack over to Kaywood. Hartman giving him room, but not enough to take a shot. Kaywood cutting it back to the right side, going aggressive. Gets knocked down and almost lost it. But it'll stay with the Raiders. Inbound down low, Bauer Malone gets it out. Gurley wide open, momentum three moving. No good though. Logan Hill tipped it but couldn't grab it. Back to Capital. Down the floor, Yahaya kicks it back out. Oh, lost it, Reacher. Gurley grabbed it, but they're going to call a foul on Ryan Roth. Roth reached out and grabbed Gurley by the shoulders to make sure he didn't get that, but I guess no clear path foul. So we call it now. Slack will get a break as actually Slack going to inbound as Roth will check out for Capital. Bauer Malone gives it. Hill rotating. Gurley. Yahaya guarding him well as he's trying to be aggressive anyway. Gets pulled from behind. Kaywood in the corner. Whoa, way off. Air ball three on the opposite side. Caldwell. Into Hartman. Got knocked away. Good defense by Kaywood. Now Friga will check in, and Kaywood gonna get a break. Yahaya on the 3, no good. Back to Gurley. Colin Gurley, plenty of room. Long 3, up and off. A flick of the wrist. Always gives you a chance at a good one. Score stays 55-40, just under 13 minutes left to go. Capital slowly but surely trying to bounce back into this one. Hartman dumps it. Inside, 1 step, 2 step, lobs it up, no good. Ball getting knocked around. Corner, Caldwell hits it. Lead now back down to 12 for Mount Union at 55-43. The crowd silenced. As the Raiders are gonna need a couple buckets here. Bauer Malone over to Slack. It's a pick from Hill. Needs to move it back around though. Hill, Bauer Malone, he's got a pick. Trying to go inside. Goes up and gets fouled. Smart play by Nathan Bauer Malone. He'll shoot 2. Shot up and good on the first one for Bauer Malone. 56-43 Mount Union. Second one up and off. And rebounded, kicked around. Yahaya grabs it. Almost went out of bounds, but it'll go back to Capital. 56-43 Mount Union up by 13. Still a lot of time left in this one, folks, as Capital is starting to battle back a little bit. Shrek trying to get inside over to Bradfield. Inside, taking on Hill. 1 step, 2 step. And they'll call a foul. It almost looked like he traveled. Inbound to the outside. Yahaya. Dumps it inside. Shrek goes a block by Friga. Now they're going to call a foul. And Devontae's awkward game kind of continues. You know, he missed a couple first half shots, a couple just bad rolls. Then he hits the big halftime, half court shot. And right there, he just seemed stressed out that was a foul, as he probably should be. The floor comes Bauer Malone. Dribbling right, trying to find a spot. Slack, back to Bauer Malone's open, nailed it. Nathan Bauer Malone takes and hits a big 3, putting the Raiders up 59-45 with 11:17 left to go on this one. That timeout will take a break right here on the Mount Union live stream. And we are back fresh off a timeout. Mount Union up 59-45 over Capital. 11:17 left to go here in the second half. Cameron Caldwell bringing it up for Capital on the right end of the floor. Dumps it inside Schreck. One step, two step, turns. Up and in. Tyler Schreck, good footwork. Nice touch. Puts it in, and the lead back down to 12 for Mount Union, who got a big three from Bauer Malone, but still struggling to preserve this lead. Bauer Malone, kick. Friga over to Gurley. This one's open, and he missed it. Amazing. Gurley hit some of the toughest shots I've seen. Then when they're open, he can struggle a little bit. As a three from Yahaya goes in, and it is a 9-point game, folks. Can't call a timeout now, though, after Capital just gave you that shot. 10.5 left in this one. Gurley trying to move it around. Give to Hill, Slack, driving inside, kicks it. Malone's open in the corner. Nailed it. Nathan Bauer Malone, the big three. Raiders back up 12, 62-50. Bauer Malone got beat on defense by Caldwell. Offensive foul, though. Capital can't believe it. And some stats, the 10-minute mark here, as a 58% shooting percentage. A nice swing for Capital to put them at 36% now. The Raiders were at 53. They shot 50 again, so they'll stay at 52.3% shooting. Again, leading scorer is Cameron Caldwell now for Capital with 14. 23 points from Nathan Bauer Malone today. Keeps the Raiders rocking. Not far behind him is Colin Gurley with 14, so a big day from those guys. Tanner Slack jumps in with 9. And Capital's points spread all across the boards in the 8.9 point range. Raiders still holding a 62-50 lead. 9:43 left in this one. Gurley, Bauer Malone, kick, Slacks open in the corner. Now will stop and take a 2. Missed it, tipped by Friga, tipped again by Friga, and he gets the rebound, lays it up, foul, up and off though. But Devontae Friga is all hustle for that one. So the 6-foot, I think it's 6'2" shooting guard on a Cuyahoga Falls, the senior captain, puts his first one up and in. That's a real momentum killer for Capital there. They're just trying to cut that lead down, but second chance opportunities can't be given. Second shot's up and in. (64-50) now. Mount Union builds that lead back up to 14. Hartman stops. And a foul called offensive on Capital again. Hartman's pick did not go over well with the referees. Raiders have it back out. Bauer Malone to Friga. Friga stops, waits, drives inside. Give Hill, step back. Missed it, back to Capital. Time starting to go down more and more. 8:50 left to go in this one. Raiders still up 14, but Capital really going to ride with these starters to try and get some good plays going. Pull up 2 for Schreck. Missed it. Caldwell grabbed it. Up and in. Cameron Caldwell, good hustle play. So 8.5 left in this one, lead at 12 for Mount Union, 64-52. Chris Painter in at point guard now, giving Colin Gurley a break. Over to Painter up top, Bauer Malone. Painter, back to Bauer Malone. Next step, jumper, quick one, nail it. Nathan Bauer Malone now Looks like he'll get 28 points on the day. You want a player of the game, you got him. Bar Malone's caught fire here in the second half. Hartman drops it inside, too far. Offensive foul again. I think this one's on Yahaya. Actually, they're called on Dosek, but I can't even spot where these fouls are happening. So the Raiders trying to put this thing away. 8 minutes left, but if you can just keep building that lead back up. Capital clearly starting to get a little stressed out by some of these calls. Bar Malone, nice step, rides, high one, up and off. Layup was just a little high. This Capital has not done well with transition shots. Shot by Dosak, no good. That's what I'm talking about. They really coming back down the floor, struggled. As Bar Malone beats everybody, throws it up. No foul, but Logan Hill will grab it, and he'll get fouled. Good hustle from Logan Hill. Bar Malone with that De'Aaron Fox speed. Running up the floor. First shot up and off for Logan Hill. Hill, the transfer from Toledo. 8 points today. Not necessarily a starter, but still has fit in so well with the time he does get. Back up the floor comes Ryan Roth for Capital. Kick, Yahaya inside, throws it up, and he got fouled. Pierce Capital really just struggling for buckets. First shot by Yahaya. Up and off. .701 left to go here in this one. 66-52 Mount Union, make it 53 for Capital. That's right been in that area. 12, 13, 14. That lead's about stayed the same. Bar Malone, great job switching hands. Drops it inside Friga. He regains it. Poole trying to lay one up and in. Braden Poole, nice touch on that one. This ball lofted back down the floor. Hill steals it. Friga will bring it up the floor. Now the crowd's getting into it. Give, Painter stops. Quick two, no good. Good move though by Chris Painter Jr. Long three from Roth, bounces off. And the Raiders will slow it back down, up 68-52 with 6 minutes left in this one. Hill inside, nice reverse layup. He ducked, went inside and laid it in. Dump inside, Bradfield give, Hartman, blocked by Poole. Bar Malone has it, coming up the floor, gives it too far of a pass to Painter. He almost lost the ball, but great block. Again, Braden Poole gives a good defensive presence. He's athletic and quick. Now we'll take a three, up and off, Braden Poole. And with 5.5 left, Raiders have an 18-point lead, up 70-52. Painter, Yahaya driving inside, Painter was on him. And they lost it. Now Bar Malone gets it tipped away and out of bounds. Timeout Capital, and we will take a timeout right here on the Mount Union live stream as the Raiders lead 70-52 with 5:15 left here in the second half. And welcome back for the final 5:15. This Division III basketball matchup, OAC matchup between the Raiders and the Capital Crusaders. Still 5:11 left in this one. Raiders up 70-52. Poole over to Friga. Friga drops it. Bauer Malone. Give Painter. Sorry about that, folks. Just getting a little stat information. Bauer Malone at the line now. He's got 28 points. That's a season high. His career high is 33, so he is kind of eyeing that down. First shot, good by Nathan Bauer Malone. He's at 29, so we'll see how much longer, though. Coach Fuline wants to have him in there. The Raiders now about to go back up 20 with a 72-53 lead. Bauer Malone's at 30 points tonight. Again, a season high for Nathan Bauer Malone at 30 points. His career high is 33. Caldwell over to the left. Ball moving all around. Roth pushing the inside. Back out to Schreck. Schreck dumps it. And it gets back out to Caldwell. He'll drive. He gets blocked by everyone. Ball's loose. Caldwell regains it now. Trying to go back inside. They just ran out of time on that one. Cameron Caldwell lost it. Let's see, the Raiders want Bauer Malone to get the ball probably. He needs 4 points to surpass his career high. So Nathan Bauer Malone has it up to the top. 4:20 left in this one. Raiders up 72-53. Hill. Over to Friga. Friga driving inside. Nobody touched him as he laid it up and in. Good cut by Devontae Friga. Back comes Capital, now down 21 points. Schreck gave Roth. Ryan Roth's gotten big minutes, but really hasn't helped except moving the ball. Bradfield kicks it out. Caldwell driving inside. He's had a great second half. Nice bank pass, no good, but recovered by the center. Put it up and in, and Joe Hartman makes a nice play. Fortunately, it looks like the day is done for Nathan Bauer Malone, so he'll have a season-high 30 points as these starters, a lot of them starters, but this lineup overall of guys with big minutes gets a standing O with a 19-point lead. Andrew Carbon, Daryl Newsom, Julian Berry, Mo Vaughn, and Anthony Badd all check in for Mount Union. Actually, Mo Johnson for the Raiders. Fresh lineup. Carbon launches a three. It'll go in and out, but good shot by Andrew Carbon. Shot up. Newsom knocks it loose, but staying with it, Capital. And it'll finally go off. .312 left to go here in this one. Second shot up and in. 74-55, Mount Union, actually 57 now. Coach Fuline just trying to guide his third team through these final minutes. Mo Johnson's got it at the top of the key. He's been known to be a good shooter. They'll kick it, Anthony Badd, dumps it inside Barry. Barry one step, lays it up and in, the big body. Uses the footwork and his weight. Barry 6'7", 220 out of Girard High School. Tries to put it inside as Carbon will knock it away. Nathan Bauer Malone, definitely the player of the game today. He had 30 points for the Raiders, matching his season, or that is his season high. Second free throw will be up and off. Look like Joe Hartman getting checked out on the sideline. Might be his ankle. So Mo Johnson will take it back on the other end for the Raiders. Good drive inside, throws it up, knocked around, no good. Back to Capital. Good hard step, ball's loose. Julian Berry's got it, he'll give Mo Johnson. Needs a little bit of room. Berry for three in the corner. Whoa, way off. Couple air balls today for the Raiders. Berry known more for just using his weight and feet inside. Ball rotating for Capital. Minute 45 left in this one. Chuck three from the corner, no good. Johnson will deliver it. Newsom, ton of room. Puts it down. No, he missed it. Daryl Newsom missed the open dunk and slid back after getting a reaction from the crowd. Second chance now. He'll catch it on the other end. He'll dump it bad inside Berry. Puts it up and in. Julian Berry with his second bucket. And Daryl Newsom still trying to shake that one off. Practice, that's why they practice those warm-ups, the warm-up dunks, just to get loose for that, but Newsom very close. And the crowd sensed it, but didn't get what they wanted. Shot up and a foul called. This is Trey Meister, Taylor Mill, Kentucky. Shoots his first shot and hits. Second shot up and in. Move on and come back down the floor, Mo Johnson. Step back, but didn't take the shot. Johnson back over to Bad, Newsom. And might have stepped out of bounds as they'll give it back to Capital. With 43 seconds left to go in this one, Billy Beebe finishing things out here as Mount Union played very well. Good shooting percentage, great shooting percentage from three for the Raiders today. Took way more threes, hit way more threes than Capital. Couple of exciting plays, some dunks from Logan Hill, a half-court shot by Devontae Friga, a 30-point day for Nathan Bauer Malone. Ball's loose, as Capital will grab it, but it'll be out of bounds back to the Raiders. Mo Johnson will take it up, trying to dribble out that final 15 seconds. Again, the Raiders going to walk away 78-58 winners today. Highlight, Nathan Bauer Malone, 30 points, his season high. His career's high is 33, but a big game from him. Logan Hill played very nicely down low and got some big buckets when they needed it. And so the Mount Union Purple Raiders men's basketball team moves them 10-3 on the season. They'll go to 5-1 in the OAC. Crusaders drop to 7-6 and 3-3 in the OAC. Next game, folks, coming up This Wednesday, Raiders will travel to Muskingum for a Wednesday night game. Thank you to Lenny Wright. Getting us set up with stats and whatnot. The whole information department does a great job here. Again, we'll be back Wednesday night to see the Raiders take on Muskingum on the road. Odds are, if I'm correct, you can hear that on 91.1 WRMU. Give them a follow at WRMU_sports. My hope is to be doing that game myself, but appreciate you tuning in with us. Remember, always a great day for basketball, but it is always a great day to be a Raider.